Steph here, and this week is Essen, and I'm not going, but I still have a lot of games that I want. I want to play, I want to own, I just want to see. There's just so many out there. I think the BGG list is like 400 and like 50 titles or something ridiculously long, and I went through it, and I'm like, oh wow, there's so many good games I didn't even know about. And then I posted a link on Facebook, and everybody wants to see my list. So I figured I should probably just talk about it on a stream. And I'm going to try and make it faster than the Gen Con one, because the Gen Con one was like 2.5 hours long, and I don't have that kind of time today. And my list is a lot smaller. I tried to make it smaller. I want to do a shout out to Rainer. Thanks for that 14-month subscription. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Michael has something to say.
No.
No? Okay. Well, oh my goodness. What?
But I got something to say.
What do you got to say?
Like, hi, I'm on Instagram.
Oh my goodness. We got Senor Azul, an Instagram account. Senor Azul Games. You already have 30 followers, did you know?
No thanks.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
No thanks.
Oh my god. All right, we're gonna start talking about games. Essen releases.
No thanks.
Uh-huh. Good luck.
No thanks.
No thanks. All right, so it turns out
No thanks.
Azul, man. Talking about games. What can I do? All right, so I pulled up BGG, and I have it filtered by my must-haves, and then I'll talk about my interested-ins. And if I was going to Essen, they'd all be must-haves. That's my kind of issue. Like 80-something must-haves. I want them all. Gotta catch them all. Oh my god. Michael.
What?
Is that the favorite game? No thanks. His favorite game's Azul.
No, like she wanted to play a game with me or something, and then I said no thanks, and then there I am. And then I said no thanks, and then it just became a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing.
You're a subscriber. You got the emote.
No thanks.
No thanks.
Oh my goodness.
No thanks. That was awesome. He just hung from the ceiling and did it.
Let's jump into this, alright? Michael, you can go. Or you can watch me talk about games. Stop interrupting me.
You don't know.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know. Alright, obviously, the first one on my list. No. No. Is the very...
No.
I don't see that emoji. Not sure. Oh, thanks for following Early Mep. Michael. Uh-huh. Alright, well... For reals, talking about games. This is the next Essen Spiel game. Obviously, this is probably everyone's like must-have. How could it not be? Design a modern zoo and run a successful park. I am always interested in Essen Spiel games. They're always big, heavy, a lot of thinking involved. Oh my goodness. Obviously love the theme. It's awesome. I totally want to play this game. You talk about games here? I do. It's amazing. I know. But Ark Nova. Oh my goodness. This would be like the first game that I went to pick up. If I was going to Spiel, that's what I would be doing. Hey, thanks for following and subscribing, Sean. Woohoo! Yeah. Ark Nova would be the first game that I would go pick up. I'd go see Frank along with everybody else because he always has like the tiniest booth, but he's got 1 million people on line generally. I remember when Gaia Project came out. Oh my goodness. But yeah, that was Ark Nova. Could be really good. Definitely want to play that. We got a new Uwe Rosenberg game. Wow. Harmonia. I don't know anything about it, but it's Uwe Rosenberg. Just his name alone makes me want to play the game. You know, they're not all like huge hits for me, but I still want to play it, obviously. Dice game fun in the Sagani universe. Well, I do like Sagani a lot. That's been one of the that's been a great game that I learned recently this year, I think. And it's really cool. I love the little like monsters. They're so cute. So that's cool that they're making another game in the same universe. Dice rolling, dice game. Obviously, I mean, to me, it's a must-have. Astrum Cosmodrome. Look at how beautiful this game is. It is so gorgeous. Cosmodrome's been making some really great games as well. Smartphone Inc. The Aquatica. Like, so many cool games. So, I definitely am interested just for that cover alone. Oh my goodness. But, amazing abstract game with breathtaking art and super easy to learn gameplay. Abstract tile placement. I think I will really enjoy this one. And that is definitely high on my list of games to play in the near future. Yes, an Uwe dice game. That's what I said. I was like, ooh, this is new. It's not Polyominoes. It's gonna do something new. All right, this one, Bitoku from Devere. They've been like knocking it out of the park with their games that they've been releasing. So I actually saw pictures of it today posted. I was like, wow, that's a beautiful looking game. So worker placement with Dice Workers. Rainer, you'd probably be interested in that because you do love the dice games as well. So it looks like a big, chunky, heavy game with dice. So beautiful. Oh my goodness. I saw the pictures like, wow, it's stunning. This I think will be a big success. I mean, look how many thumbs it already has. 534. Here, I'll give it another one. So that's really cool. It looks really cool. I tried not to put any games that I've played or that I have in my collection already on the list to try and narrow it down a little bit. But I did add a few in there that I felt I should talk about. Dice Workers? Never heard of that concept. Exactly. Exactly. Boone Lake. This is the new Alexander Pfister game. Obviously, I want to play it. He's come out with so many fantastic games these past few years. He always has interesting ideas. A lot of the times he has ideas, you know, that I've never, like mechanics that I've never played with before, or just little tweaks on mechanics that you already know that are like, wow, that is so simple. It's a brilliant idea. He always has like those little things in his games that really make it interesting. So, you know what? I bet it's amazing. I bet it's really cool. Playtime's 80 to 160 minutes, so that is it's a little bit much. So we'll see if that's like true, but that could be a long game. In any case, still super interested. Dlp Games, they always make games I want to try. I can't say I've loved most of their games, but I'm going off of the designer this time. So, for sure. Hey, Dr. Sign. Then we got hypocrites. I'm so bad at words. Okay. So, this is a big game from Game Brewer. Now, Game Brewer has a lot of games that I enjoy, or, they always have a new and interesting game that I want to play. So, another really big box game. I was looking at the pictures for it, and, yeah, it looks really cool. I mean, the fact that it's medical is, like, not exciting for me. Like, I don't like games where there's, like, medicine, medical, hospitals, things like that. I don't generally like that as a concept, but, any case, this could be another big box Euro game. I definitely want to play it. Hey, Diner. A game about hippos? Yep. Sure. Game about hippos. I have a game about hippos that I have to play. Hippos and hamsters. What's this? You're going through the Essen list? What did I miss? Okay, I'll go through it really fast for you, Shay. You haven't missed much. I talked about Ark Nova is a must-have. Obviously, the new Feuerland game. Harmonia, a new dice game from Uwe Rosenberg. Yes. Astrum, the new Cosmodrome game. It's an abstract tile placement drafting game. Look at that beautiful cover. It looks amazing. Bitoku, the new Devere game. And worker placement with dice. Dice worker placement. Rainer knows nothing about this. But it looks amazing. I saw pictures of it today, and I'm just, like, blown away with the art in this game. So that is definitely high on my list. It's a must-have. Boone Lake, the new Alexander Pfister game. Definitely want to try it out. The time play gives me a little hesitation because it's a little bit long for, what I might expect. But, his games are always interesting. So I definitely want to play it. Then we get to Game Brewers, Hippocrates. I don't know. Whatever. Words. It's fine. The new Game Brewer game. So if you're going to Essen, fewer than 100 copies available, so you probably want to run to that booth first. But yeah, Game Brewer has a lot of good stuff, so we'll see. We got It's a Wonderful Kingdom, the next in the Wonderful World line of games. Betting and bluffing, card drafting. So I don't know if it's like exactly the same. I actually don't know much about it other than it's the same universe as It's a Wonderful World. So obviously I really enjoy that game. Definitely want to play this game. Obviously. Lost Ruins of Arnak, the expansion, Expedition Leaders. Fantastic. I got to play it. If I was going to Essen, it would be a must-have. Really enjoyed this expansion. It gives unique player abilities. So I think it's like really cool how it starts everybody off with different cards now. Hippocrates. Whatever. Okay, and the expansion for Maracaibo. Alright, to be fair, I never finished the full playthrough of Maracaibo. We got, I think, over halfway through it, and then we just kind of started playing other games. Now, I really want to finish that. I have enjoyed Maracaibo a lot. I enjoyed every time we played it. I'm really interested in this game. It's weird because it's kind of like a race game in a way, and I don't generally like that, but there's like a lot more going on with the card building, the deck building going on in Maracaibo. So in any case, definitely interested in Maracaibo expansion. It is the German edition, so I don't know if there's an English edition that's coming out as well, but I would have gone looking for that. Here we have Messina 1347. This is another medical game. What's with all these like old medical games? I don't know. Maybe you're just trying to like cure people. I don't know. But this is, hey look, Shrey, it's our fave. One of our faves. Vladimir Suchi is involved with this, but I find that he has been involved with a lot of Delicious Games releases in general, so maybe he's working with that publisher to help bring out new games. I don't know how much involvement he has, but his name is there. So I am hopeful for this one right here. I'm a big fan of Vladimir Suchi. He's one of the few designers where I'm like, I want to play his games all the time. So it's like him and Uwe Rosenberg and Alexander Fischer. Those three are like games I definitely want to play. The designers I definitely want to play their games from. So the new Delicious game would be a must-have for me. I think he and his wife run Delicious. Well, that would make sense. You can eat it, Diner. Absolutely. Delicious. Eat it all up. Nom, 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 nom. So, yeah. That's really cool. We have... Oh my god. The amount of Reiner Knizia games on this Essen list is absurd. There's like... I think if you just type in Knizia, he would have like 200 of the 450 listings. Like, he had like so many listings. I'm like, how could he have so many games coming out? But he does. And so, I don't know if they're all on my list, but a lot of them are on my list. This Mille Fiori looks pretty much just like a Knizia game. If you were gonna like anticipate a Knizia game, you'd have a board with lots of little spaces and some tile on some spaces, and that's basically what this looks like. And I want to play it. Of course I want to play it. It's predictable, right? The Rainer's like, the number of Knizia games in general is absurd. It's true. It's true. It's true. Nidavellir, Thingavellir, I still don't have it. I somehow missed that when it like came in stock and then went out of stock almost immediately all over the place. So I still need Thingavellir. Obviously, Nidavellir is one of the best games I've played this year. I love it so much. I might have overplayed it a little bit playing on Board Game Arena. So now I'm kind of like taking a break from Nidavellir, but it's still one of my absolute favorites. And I'm still jealous every time I see somebody playing Nidavellir on a different table. I'm like, oh, they're playing Nidavellir. I want to play. You know, so it's one of those games that, yeah, if they make more content and more content and more content for Nidavellir, I will eat it up. I will eat it up. You will never play without Thingavellir? See, okay, I said the same thing, Rainer, but because Board Game Arena has it, and you can play it in the arena mode, and you can't play it with Thingavellir in the arena mode, I have become so used to not playing with the expansion that playing with the expansion totally throws me off. Like, completely throws me off. So now it's like, I don't necessarily need the expansion. However, I would like to still have it just to have options. Now I'm hungry. Even when I play other games. Rainer! Rainer's being difficult. Alright, here we go. Must have Pessoa. Alright, so I enjoy Orlando Sa's games. He's always been very, like, energetic about the work that I do, and his games have been great that I've played in the past, so I am definitely curious about this one. It would, you know, I would definitely visit the Pythagoras booth and try this one out. Hand management, worker placement, card game. Yeah, I'm sure it's great. I mean, so it would be on the must-have list. It looks really cool, too. I mean, just look at that. Look at how beautiful this is. I love it. I love it. I like the expansion, just not that one card. Oh, Shrey's for talking about Thingavellir. There's one card that is not great. I agree. And you can't choose to play without it on Board Game Arena for Thingavellir. Rainer says, being thrown off when not next to a cliff is far less of an issue. Fine. I'm adding Picture Perfect to this mix because if you're going to Essen and you don't have Picture Perfect, this would be a must get. This is another game that is just like absolutely one of my favorite games that I've learned this year. It's so different, so cool. I've loved everything about it. So check that one out. I already have it, but I feel like it needed a special nomination for this list. Picture perfect. Savannah Park is the last one on my must-haves list, and then I'll talk about my interested in list. But this is the new Kramer and Kiesling game. Obviously, I always want to try out their games. They always have a unique take on whatever they're doing. So, pattern building, score and reset game, animals, puzzles. Yeah, I'm sure it's good. And so, give it a little thumbs up. I'm not very good at remembering to give thumbs up, but I don't know if it's out yet. I think it's released in August, but I don't think it was at Gen Con. I don't know if it was at Origins, but I think that I think it's getting published by Capstone. So I didn't see it there, but I believe that they are working with Deep Print Games to get that printed. So definitely on my must-haves list. Okay, so that was all of the must-haves. Like, those are the games, like, I would go to Essen and definitely make sure to pick up. Let's see how to do this now. I think I can filter it by interested in. Apply. Okay, so of course I have 67 titles on my interested in. There's a ton of games that I definitely would want to play. And, you know, I will try to play in the near future. Maybe BGG-Con if they're there. Obviously, the hotness, Azul, Queen's Garden. I got the rundown at Gen Con. It seems really puzzly, really interesting, very deep. Compared to the other Azuls, this is probably the deepest of the bunch. I like, actually, that they got rid of the drafting mechanic that you find in the other Azuls. A lot of people like that mechanic. I don't like it as much. So I am definitely more interested in what they have going on here, which is more of a focus on the puzzle of your player board and, you know, less on the drafting of the tiles and how you can stick people with, you know, negative points if you can. So, this, I think, will be my most favorite Azuls of them all. The most favoritist of them all. Bad Company from Aporta Games. I mean, Aporta has produced so many games that I really like. So, yeah, this would probably should be on my must-haves list, but I honestly don't know much about it. But he does like to use dice in his games. You know, like Magnificent was my game of the year a few years ago. I love Magnificent. So definitely interested for Bad Company. I'm not going through. I'm just going through the games that I am interested in, and I already went through all the games that I would must have if I was going to Essen. So it's about 83 titles out of the 450 listed. So don't worry. I'm just going through the ones I'm interested in right now. The Belgian Beer Race. Generally, I'm not as interested in transportation and travel type games, racing games, but this one looked really cool. It was all like laid out at Gen Con. It had a really cool vibe to it. So obviously, I didn't get to play it yet, but I think it could be a cool game. It looked pretty interesting. So I don't have much else to go off of but that. Bella Magica, the blue-orange game. Frederic Gruard. He's done, what's the game he's done? He's done, can't remember. He's done, didn't he do, Seasons or something? He did? I can't remember. Blanking. But, yeah, the blue-orange game, this looks like a quick little interesting game. I always like what Blue Orange has to offer, so I liked, you know, they have a lot of different titles that have been unique over the years. So definitely want to see what they have up their sleeves this time. Blam, It looks like they... Okay, so this one, Canopia. Oh, he did What's a Wonderful World. Thank you. Yeah, I'm like, he did something recently. But Bland, this looks exactly like Celestia. Look at the same writing, the same like artwork style. Everything about this game is just like the same. So they're trying to go for a similar look to Celestia. This is a dexterity game, which to me is a great thing. I love dexterity games, so I definitely always interested in trying a new dexterity game. I could always use more dexterity games. That's all. I like it. I like it lots. Oh, okay. And then this one here. This Cartaventura. It's like a campaign game, but I'm not really sure exactly what's going on here. There's multiple, like, here's like an expansion for it or something. There's like expansions or different versions of the game. I'm not really sure what all this is about, but it seems really interesting. Scenario, campaign game, exploration. I mean, I love exploration games, so I don't know. The whole thing has got me interested. It's got me interested. Look at how pretty that is. It's so pretty. I really don't know much about it though. But yeah, it could be really good. Did like Lhasa, Vinland, Oklahoma. Oklahoma. The new Genius Games, Cellulose. They always have like an interesting science game. I don't love all of them, but I would be interested to checking this one out. A worker placement engine builder. I mean, what can go wrong? Seems decent. Oh, John Coyview. Did he do? He did, let's see. Genotype. He did almost like all of the Genius Games. Cool. All right, now we got Chronicles of Crime 2400. This series has gotten better and better and better every time I play their new release, Chronicles of Crime. They have really honed in on what they're doing and what they're doing well and what they're changing. They're adding little things each time, which is really cool. Really enjoying this series of games. So if you haven't played a Chronicles of Crime game, definitely check it out. If you have played and you weren't sold on the first one or something, I would definitely give the newer ones a shot because they really have stepped it up over the course of their progression of Chronicles of Crime throughout the few years it's been going on. So definitely cool. Expansion for Clever Cubed. All right, so I'm not a big fan of Clever Cubed, but I would just go to check out the new sheets and the new expansion here, just to see maybe it's a little bit better than Clever Cubed. For me, Clever Cubed was not great. It was definitely the weakest of the three, the three games in the series. So, okay, Shrey, Dan. I'm asking you guys. Corduba. I was looking at this one. It looks really cool. It's on TTS. I think we should play it. If one of you wants to read the rules. I definitely want to play this. It looked so cool. City building. Just the whole spread of it looks like impressive. And so that's definitely on my list. They're very loud, Michael. Dan said, yes, I saw this. Sounds interesting. We could play it next week. Sure. Nice. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I like all those things. So, could be good. And I'll report back once I play. Here we go. Corrosion. Deep Print Games, another Deep Print Games. They've been coming out with a lot of stuff, and it's been pretty good. So I would expect this one to be also pretty good. Action retrieval, card drafting. So it seems like a pretty big, like, Euro type game. They've been making some quality stuff, so it's on my list.
On my list.
It's on Michael's list. Does it have take that as a mechanic? Well, I guess we'll see. We might have to burn each other's buildings. Oh, it does have take that.
Take that.
Roar! Alright, well, I guess we'll see. We'll see. This is why we should try it on TTS before we go buy it. Because it's available to try. Alright.
Bye, everybody.
Michael says bye. Council of 12. I just recently played King of 12. Same publisher, Corax. But this time you work together in a cooperative game.
What?
I know. That's what I said. I'm like, oh, I'm sure I will like this better than King of 12.
Yes.
And Michael's like, yes. So it made my list. I want to play it for sure. New Deckscape and Detective games from Dlp. So I have liked all the Deckscape games that I've played. It's probably one of my favorites of the escape the room in a small box kind of game that I like it better than Unlocks. I like it better than Exits for sure. So yeah, I like these games and I think they're pretty cool. At the price point, I say, do it, play it.
Do it.
Dive is, I think it's been out for several months. Oh yeah, it says March. But I haven't got to play it yet. It has a clear card situation. I think you're trying to like look through layers and trying to maybe dive down and collect something. Not really sure how it works, but it did seem like a cool gimmick. I haven't played it, but yeah, I definitely would want to play it. Cranio Creations. Iriantes. Look how pretty it is. It's so pretty. Floating islands. I mean, anything with floating islands, I'm just like caught up in like a world of dreams and like exciting. It reminds me of like a Ghibli film, obviously, and it just things like that is something that it really attracts me. I think it's like really pretty. I want to play this game just because of that. But abstract strategy, fantasy, hand management, all things that I enjoy. So yeah, it's on my radar. It's on the radar. I don't think I played that one, Dan. Explorers, a new Ravensburger game by Phil Walker Harding. He's actually had a lot of games out this year that I got to play. I played several of them. Explorers I have not yet played, but I think it's like a roll and write where you're with polyominoes and stuff. So I just saw like people marking boards and I'm like, okay, cool. I have no idea really what's going on, but it looked really cool. Obviously, I want to play it. So, yeah, I definitely want to try this one. I think people have already had this one out for a while, but it looks like you create like your own board and stuff, and then you start crossing them off. Anyway, it looks really cool. I will definitely want to be playing Explorers. Fjords from Grail Games, another co-designed by Phil Walker Harding. Makes sense because the connection with Grail Games. This one I'm less sure about. This is why it's on the interested in, not must have, because It has territory building, area control, which is something I'm not as excited about, but map addition, you know, building and creating something could be cool. Again, it's on the interested in, and I want to see how it went. I know it was on Kickstarter. I think it did okay on Kickstarter, so. Gotcha. Sort of a co-design. The original designer died some time ago. Okay, I did not know that. Things I don't know. Forest Guardians. Shepherd Kit always has like wicked cute kids games. So if you need some kids games, I've worked with them in the past, and he does the artwork for his games. Beautiful, beautiful job. And you know, they're really cute in general. So I don't know much about Forest Guardians because I haven't tried it, but I would definitely go to their booth to see what it's all about and maybe get a game. Bombix Garden Nation. Build the specific buildings of your new town in the garden, but you are not alone. Okay, so maybe a city builder type game. Bombix, they have really bizarre games that are generally interesting to try. So this would be one to try for sure. Ghost Adventure. I don't know, man. It says action dexterity. I would at least have to go see what it is. It's probably just a little kid's game, but it looks so cute. I would just try it. I would just go and try it. Gollum. I'm sure this is like so many people's number one must-have game at Essen this year. For me, you know, I definitely am interested, but I go in cautiously because Luciani, his games are generally good for me. They're not like outstanding, but the cover is really not doing it any favors for me. I think it looks not great. The cover is not drawing me in at all. It's more of that it's Cranio Creations pulling me in, and then the combination of the designers where I'm like, okay, people are talking about this game. People really want to see what it's about. It's a novel-based game, so I don't know the novel at all. So I don't think. I have no idea. I really don't know much about it. But it is on a lot of people's radar, so therefore, I guess I should play it. That's what it says. It says it right here. Novel-based. I'm just reading what it says. But maybe we can look at more details. Engine building game. The same team as Grand Austria Hotel and Lorenzo, which were good games. Yeah, I don't know. Not sure that's correct. It's based on a legend. Okay. People have written novels about that too, sure. Alright. I don't know. I'm just telling you what it says. Unless we create a new category that says legend based. It's fine. It's fine. The new edition of Great Western Trail. I mean, is there anything really different about it? I don't know. Maybe I should play this one instead of the other one that I have. Michael has never played Great Western Trail, and so I'm going to have to play it again. Great Western Trail gave me the biggest headache twice. I played it twice, and I'm like, never again. But I should try it, and I should try it with 2 players, because maybe 4 players just wasn't for me. In any case, I'm curious to know if the second edition actually changes anything, which I'm not sure. Oh, Gollum is on TTS? Oh, okay, we should try that at some point. 10 pounds of mechanisms in a 5-pound bag. Oh my god. Ah. All right, here we go. From Grana, we have Gutenberg. So, Grana, they did... What did they do? They did, Capital, right? I liked Capital quite a bit, which was later picked up and turned to Warsaw, right? So, you know, maybe this is one of their heavier games. Normally, Grana has, like, a bunch of, like, kid games stuff, but sometimes they put out, like, a medium weight game, which it looks like this one is, so... Hey, it's auction and bidding. I love that, so maybe it's great. I gotta try it to know. Gollum. I don't know, man. Dan, I get all the names wrong. I don't actually know things like that. Gutenberg looked interesting at a quick glance. Gotcha. Another Grail game. Hibachi. A dexterity game. Looks like you're auctioning with a sealed bid. Hey, look, it looks really cute. I like dexterity. What can I say? I'm attracted to the dexterity element of these games. So, yes, I want to play it. High score. Knizia. Is this a redo, Dan? Is this a new edition of an older title? He seems to be doing that a lot recently, by the way. Roll for points. Push your luck. Dice rolling. What can go wrong? What can go wrong? Doesn't seem to be a redo. Hey, a brand new Knizia game. Here we go. Holiday Hijinks number 3. I haven't played the Santa one yet because I'm waiting till Christmas. But Grand Gamer Guild has been doing a lot, well, the 3 of them now, of this series, and they're pretty cool. So this is the new Pumpkin Problem. I think it's already out, so if you are looking for a cool Halloween game, this would be a really good one. I haven't played it yet, though. If it fits. Look at him. Look at him. He's so cute. I don't even care what kind of game this is. I just look at him. I love him. I want to play it. Claim cardboard boxes for your cats and score points with their toys. It's going to be great. It's going to be great, guys. I promise. I don't know. I haven't played it, but it looks really cute. Okay, so Lucky Duck has a new kids game coming out. Kids Chronicles, which is kind of like Chronicles of Crime, but for kids with this fantasy series. It's campaign. You go through and work together, and it seemed really cool. The artwork is amazing. I got the rundown of it, but I have not played, so that looked super cool. King Domino Origins. Okay, so I'm not exactly King Dominoed out, but I never really loved the game to begin with. But I'm always open to playing it. It's not like the game is, you know, it works for me. And so I'm curious to see if Origins has any differences, or if it's just like a different like art style or something. Or if there's actually different mechanics. So we'll see. I would want to try it for sure. Dutch Yoda just went through the list. Nice. All right, Kingsbridge, Das Spiel. It's Kramer. I haven't read the novel. I do know who Ken Follett is, but I haven't read his books, but he's always like a #1 seller for sure. It's a card game. I want to play it. Looks pretty cool, but maybe I should read the book. Maybe I should read the book. Dan says, the King Domino Origin sounds a little bit better than Queen Domino. which he thought was overcomplicated. I actually like Queen Domino. I thought it was pretty good. But again, I haven't played it since I got it, so there's that. We have Kobito. Paint rainbows to win pots of gold. Obviously, I want to paint rainbows, guys. There's a big rainbow on the cover. It doesn't take much for me to want to play a game, but if there's a big rainbow on the cover, I'm in. I'm in. I gotta try it. Maybe it's really great. Don't know until you play it. So it's on the list. Here we have the revised edition of Last Friday. I actually liked Last Friday. I thought it had some problems, which is why I ended up selling my copy. But I had fun when I played it the one time. Now, if they actually revised it and, fixed some of the issues that I had originally with it, that could make the game really cool. I would definitely want to play this again, just to see the comparison between editions. But I'm hopeful for this. I'm very hopeful for the second revised edition here. Dan has yet to play a good game with leprechauns. Well, maybe this will be the first one. All right, maybe it'll be the first one. Meebo Games, I like their stuff. They make quality games. I'm not as interested in pick up and deliver games in general, but because it's Meebo, I'd want to play it. I'd go to their booth, try it out. That's what I would do. So, yeah, I like their stuff. I don't quite understand the box cover here, or if that is a box cover, but if it's called Lisbon Tram 28, it doesn't say that. It just says 28, so I would get confused. All right, here we go. Ludonat Living Forest. I mean, deck, bag, pool building, push your luck. All these things I really like. On top of that, it's a beautiful game. All right, I'm drawn in. You pulled me in. I want to play it. I hope I love it. I'm interested. You got me. I'm on the hook. Reel me in. Okay. Oh, I have this twice. Okay. Well, I probably would only need the Pythagoras edition of it. Magellan. Michael Schatt. Dan says, I want to like Michael Schatt's games. Sometimes I actually do. Cool. I have hope. Auction bidding, hand management, card game deduction. I want to play it. Sounds like Shocked. I don't know, man. I'm so bad. It's fine. Don't worry about it. AA Callahan, thanks for following the channel if you're still out there. Sorry I missed you 12 minutes ago. My bad. I got really deep into going through the list. All right, here we go. The expansion for Smartphone Inc. Mobile Markets. Looks cute. I like Smartphone Inc. I actually liked it better 2-player with the 2-player board. It was more my style, more my speed. So if it's compatible with that, I'm all in. That will be really cool. It's not an expansion? It's a Smartphone Inc. game. Oh. Well, that's cool too. I thought it was an expansion. See, I get confused. It's like Camel Up Off Season. I thought it was expansion. No, it's just a standalone game. I get super confused. I just assumed it was an expansion. So, well, that's cool. I don't know really then anything about it since I just found out it's not part of the other game. That's fine. I'll still play it. I want to play it. Neko Harbor. The Wood Games always has a cute art. So this is City Low here. He does the artwork and the game design all in one. And I asked him once, I'm like, do you prefer doing the artwork or do you prefer doing the game design? And he right out said, I much prefer doing artwork. He doesn't like doing the game design. But in any case, I'm still interested in playing his game. I like his little like penguin games. They're always great. A lot of fun. So I want to play. Another blue-orange game. Neoville. City building. I love city building. I always want to play city building games. Generally, it's a mechanic I quite enjoy. So tile placement. Looks like it's pretty quick too. So, you know, blue-orange. It's probably good. Phil again. Phil Harding again. So he did like so many this year, like summer camp and the big yellow box game or big lucky money. I don't remember what it's called. We played like 3 in a row that day of his. Anyway, he's got a lot of games. He's just pumping them out. Bombix, they did Imaginarium, which clearly looks like this Nicodemus. It's probably the same series of games. Clearly, it's the same series. Oh, it's 2 players only. Okay, how about that? So maybe they have something to do with one another. Maybe they don't, but it's the same art style. 2 player only. Okay. He is retiring. Assistants will now face each other in a duel to take over. Okay. Oh, yeah. Super Mega Lucky Fan Happy Box. Sure. I haven't seen Imaginarium. Well, I either have it or I had it. I can't remember at this point, but it was pretty, it's interesting. It's interesting. I don't know if it's the same mechanics going into this 2-player game, but it might be. Might be, might not be. All right, an expansion for Paleo. Not sure I'm ready for that yet. I have Paleo, and I have not yet played through it all. Not even close. So I might not be ready for the expansion. However, I still want it because I got a problem. And that problem is board games. I want them all. Gotta catch them all. Phil Walker Harding, more like Phil Working Harding. Am I right? Yes, you are right. Totally. All right. And we got Parks expansion. Pretty. I like Parks. I still have Parks. I want an expansion for it. Do it. Do it. Polders. Did I say that wrong? Polders. So the Jolly Dutch Productions has a lot of like interesting, cute games that, you know, I want to play. So I don't really know, but it says city building. They had a bunch of other games that looked cool. So I would go to their booth and be like, I want to play them all. Hopefully they have tables set up. You said it right as far as I know. So that's 1. All right, 1. Start marking off the list. Okay. Riverside, another Eliaf game. But it's not a Porta. It's not a Porta Games. It's Chili Fox Games, which I've never heard of Chili Fox, but apparently they know each other. So yeah, definitely want to play this. definitely interested. Oh, I wonder. I wonder if it's like a new company that they're forming. Oh, they have two. Doodle Dash. It must be new. Interesting. Chili Fox. That's really cute. Okay, they're brothers. That's really cool. I did not know about that. That they started a new company, so I'll have to reach out because obviously I'm a big fan of Aporta Games. And so now if he's working with his brother, that's really cool. Dr. Sign. Yeah. Rule Benders. Actually saw Ruel playing the prototype on his stream, Game Brewer. So he was just playing. He did that several months ago. It looked really interesting from what I saw. So it looks like it's already available, or it's going to be available. Yeah, I definitely want to check that one out. Game Brewer. It seems like they have a couple really cool games coming out this year. Salvage. So the downfall here is that it's 3 to 4 players, but it is a trick-taking game, so obviously 4 players is probably best. Interested. I have always liked learning trick-taking games, so we want more trick-taking games. Okay, here we go. Settlement. City building, civilization, set collection. Yes, please, and thank you very much. Yes, please, and thank you very much. Let's look at this picture. It's so colorful. Yes. Yeah. Yep. I definitely want to play it. It's on my list. It's only 45 minutes, though. 45 to 90 minutes, so it's not going to be like a big, heavy, deep civilization game. Hey, guess what? A Knizia game. What? Area movement, card drafting, fantasy fighting. Alright. It's on the list because it's Knizia. I really don't know much other things in that. Luda Nova, besides that. Players take on the role of dwarves, charged with defending the walls of Rundar. Is it cooperative, or are we trying to... Alright. Now I'm getting deeper into this thing here. There's no pictures? What? Alright. I don't know. I don't know what to expect from this one. I really don't know. But I would try it. It is a co-op. Okay. Well, that's good. Should say that there. Sobek. 2 players. I learned it on Board Game Arena. I liked it. I'd want to own this one. I think it's a pretty good 2-player game. Some interesting choices to be had. The Specialists. I saw this when I was at the gathering. I didn't get to play it though, but it looked interesting. I would want to play it. Yeah, it came out in March. I'm sure that there will be a time to play this. I'm not sure I would run out and get it at Essen, but I would take a closer look at it. Obviously the new Spielworks game, Squaring Circleville. How do you square Circleville? I don't know. In any case, I always get interested when there's a rondel involved. I actually saw pictures of it the other day, posted on Twitter, and it looked really cool. So, yeah, it's definitely on my radar. Definitely a game I want to play. Apparently this was a real thing. Oh, the other really big Game Brewer game. Stroganoff. I mean, this has been getting a lot of buzz for like almost all of this year. It's been being talked about a lot of places. So yeah. I mean, the game box is attractive, so I can see why. Exploration, it could be really good. Dan says, Andreas Stedding, I don't know, man. What did he do? Hansa Tutanka. Oh, so it's going to be a mean game. It's going to be a mean game. Too mean? Too mean for me? Don't I want to play all the games? Well, yeah. I did narrow it down to like 85, though. Stauffer is great. I agree. I love Stauffer. I love Stauffer. I actually mentioned it yesterday. What's a game that doesn't get talked about enough? I'm like, Stauffer Dynasty. And everybody's like, oh yeah, I love that one. So, I agree. Stauffer is better than okay. Dan is wrong. Because it's gonna be available. Tabanusi, I actually just played it for the first time the other day, and my head is still spinning. I'm still like, I don't know how to play this game well. But I'm gonna try it again. And, I actually have it here. So I'll bring it with me when I go away. And, Michael and I will give it a shot. A 2-player. Dan should play it again with fast players. I don't know if I can promise to be fast, so I might not be that player. There's a lot going on in that game, and you have to, like, pre-plan your turns in advance, because you have to try and draft die so you can do an action in your next turn. So there's a lot to think about in that game, so it's definitely a big game. Oh. Got you. Tabin. Okay, Stauffer. I was gonna say. I don't know if I can play Tabanusi very quickly because it's got a lot going on. Jenna said 85 is manageable compared to the 450 or so games on the Spiel list right now. Exactly. I narrowed it down to my must-haves and my interested-ins. More from Jolly Dutch Productions. They have a lot of games coming out right now. I haven't worked with them or anything, but, you know, I'm interested to see what kind of games that they start making, because I'm not sure I've played any of their games. At least none of them are coming to mind. So this is a trick-taking game. I like those. Here's a couple. Here's another card game from AEG, 10. I've been hearing a lot more about this. They've been doing a good job publicizing 10. Obviously, the colors are attractive, but card games, auction, bidding, press your luck. Both things that I really enjoy. So I definitely love the little card games. I like playing them. So I would want to be playing those as well. Tholos. I don't know. I just saw Delphi. I'm like, okay, it has a Delphi theme. I'm so biased because I love Oracle of Delphi so much. But it says 15 to 20 minutes. So I really don't know much about this game at all. But it looked pretty. I like the theme. Let's look at a picture. Oh, it looks very abstract. So, little abstract game. Could be good. 2 players. Trails, a new Keymaster game. Obviously looks very much like Parks. You know, same designer. But a different game. See, I like that they didn't name it Parks. Trails and then have it as a standalone game, because that would be confusing. This looks like a different game in the same series. They did a great job making that happen versus some of the other games that we've already talked about, where it looks like an expansion for the base game, and I'm just like, I don't know. So yeah, I definitely want to try that. Expansion for Trails of Teutonica. I still have the flip and write game. Obviously, this is probably more boards. It's probably just more stuff. So, yeah, I want it. I want it. All right, I don't have Trek 12 yet, but once I get Trek 12, I will want this. So, this actually might be a standalone game also. It probably is. It's Amazon. So, it's probably its own thing. In any case, I really, really love Trek 12. More content for it would be great. I don't even have the base game yet, but I already love it because it's on Board Game Arena, so I know I want it. So definitely want to play this. Definitely want to own the other ones as well. Yes, in French. That's fine. I deal with that all on its own. And a lot of the times, it doesn't even matter. So like Trek 12, I anticipate it not mattering if it's in French, but maybe there are cards with words on it. I don't know, man. But that's what a printout is for. You can print out what it means, even though you already know what it means because you speak French. That's like not fair. Julie. All right. Vabenik. Babin I don't know, man. Betting and bluffing. I bet it's fun. I bet it's chaotic, but I bet it's fun. That's a remake. Doesn't say it is, but doesn't mean it's not. Hello, Albatross. Velanimo. Bruno Cathala. Look at him. He's so cute. This little cow. Ladder climbing card game. Shrey is right out. He does not like the ladder climbing. I enjoy it. I think it's fun. I think it's interesting. So I want to play it. Expansion for Space Explorers, right? Welcome to the Moon. Isn't this an expansion for... Oh my god, now I don't know. Now I can't tell if it's an expansion or not. Oh, it's Replement's Welcome to. Alright, so it's Welcome to. Welcome to the Moon. It's a new board. See, I really thought it was Space Explorers, but I thought it really looks like the artwork for Space Explorers. But it does say Welcome to. So that makes sense. It's not an expansion. I understand. I figured it out. Dan. It says 2001 right there. Oh, okay. I believe you. So it's a remake, but not remake. They're using the same entry. They didn't create a new entry. That's where I was confused. I haven't played it in any case. I will play it. Witch Stone. Another Knizia here. It looks cool. I don't know, man. Could be good. Hook Games. You know, I like those guys. They're always good. They always have something interesting up their sleeves. But, you know, don't know until you play it, right? Yiddo Deluxe Master Set. This is definitely on the lower end of interested in, but it is still Yiddo. I would try it. I only played it 2-player, and it's really not supposed to be played with 2-player. It was not a great experience. Now, I should try it with more players, and I'm pretty sure I will like it more. But in any case, the deluxe set, it will be really, really pretty. So I think it's definitely worth playing again, revisiting that, since it was a really long time ago that I played. It definitely had some interesting mechanics in it when I played the first time. Not that I could tell you what they are now, because it's been, a very, very long time since I played. But that's it. That is it. No puppet side. That was my very quick run through of the Essen list. I had 14 must-haves and, 67 interested ins. So it was a lot, but not as long as the Gen Con list, which I just went through basically the whole list. And I was like, I want this. But I narrowed it down to mostly games that I do not have or have not played, except for a few of them. But hopefully you enjoyed this, found it informative. I actually posted my link on my Instagram page, my Facebook page, and people are like, I'm looking at your list. I'm like, okay, so people want to see my list. Okay, that's great. So maybe I should actually talk about it. People can watch a video, but thanks for joining me for this Essen preview here. And hopefully if you're going to Essen, you're going to have a great time. I wish I was going. Perhaps next year, though. And, I will be right back.